Okay, so we are in our first puzzle room, and we're just gonna do what we can to get out of here. Are we reading the instructions? It's kind of just how you play the game. So, I mean, it's pretty intuitive. I don't think we need to. Alright. Already we can see there are some sick jams here. Okay, so instructions finished, and we're gonna look around. Do you wanna go through this, or? Sure. Okay.
Some more instructions.
You know, basic escape the room game stuff, picking stuff up, combining it.
The usual. You have a note from the bulletin board with
some shapes on it.
Some shapes and some lines. Let me get this in a good orientation.
Can you read that? Okay. Okay, cool.
There we go. Okay.
So, alright. Oh god.
And you can use items on other objects and all sorts of completely normal things.
Hey, Axis does nothing if not look out for the player. Do things with other things. Oh, I'm sure to search things. Like, examine them.
Yeah. This appears to be a picture of a ship.
Okay. An old picture frame. There's a picture of a ship in it. There's screws keeping the back on. Faintly visible, but yeah. Let's look at the note. The note's got some shapes in red and some more shapes in blue.
And that's it.
Thanks, Junpei.
Illuminating.
A bulletin board. There's nothing on it. There's nothing on top of the shelf. Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden on the sink. This is the only drain in this room. There's the towel next to the sink. It's a pipe. I know! I'll crawl into the pipe and find a way out! There's nobody here to make fun of my lame jokes. Man, this sucks. Water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something in the window is going to stop the water. In other words, if I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out. That's a table. Water's pouring onto it like a little waterfall. I don't see anything useful there. There's a pair of simple chairs next to the table. The water's already up to the chair. Sure. This is the door to the stove. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure wish the door to get out of here was that easy to open. Well, that solves the mystery of whether or not this stove has been used before. What's this? It looks red. A normal screwdriver. Doesn't seem to be anything special about it.
Hey, I know what we can do with this thing.
Oh my god, what can we do? Oh my god.
We can combine them.
Well, the screwdriver got those screws off easily enough, and here's the picture. Look at it, look at it. We gotta examine everything.
I know, but I want to show people what it says. Ta-da!
Oh god, I don't know how to pronounce that, Junpei.
But that's what it says.
So someone wrote a bunch of numbers and symbols on the back of the picture, huh? Oh, do me a favor and look at the ladder.
Oh, I will.
Okay, I'm a little confused as to why they're explaining this after we've already done it.
Thanks.
But, you know, I appreciate the thorough game design, I guess. This is totally a stove. Nothing inside, though. Well, let's see if there's anything in here. Huh. Looks like there is. Key? Yeah, there's a little blue key in the bottom of this pot. Odd. This key's pretty small. Definitely not for a door. What's it for, then? This key's blue. Is it supposed to open something else blue? Ooh. Nothing in here. This is the middle bunk of the bunk bed. I can't see the bottom of the ladder. Oh man, the water's already up to the bottom of the bed. Gotta hurry this up. This is the ladder that goes up to the top bunk. So, ladder, we meet again. Once again, I gaze upon this stately ladder. Ladder? I don't even know her! Most original joke ever. As I gaze into the ladder gazes into me. Hey, so did you hear what that shopkeeper said after his ladder got stolen? No, what did he say? Further steps will be taken. And that's why I have no friends. The ladder watches me. I sense that it finds me wanting. So this friend of mine fell all the way down a 15-foot ladder. Wow, that's pretty bad. How's he doing? Oh, he's alright, but he's feeling pretty wrung out by the whole experience. I should be writing this down. They're comedy gold. I think the ladder's following me. Trying to keep up with all the latest styles has me all wrung out. Well, if it's a choice between being a step for someone else and being a real social climber, I'll take the latter. What do you call a secondary ladder covered in people? A full B ladder. Okay, I need to stop doing these before I hurt myself. Besides, this is no time to be making jokes. I need to get out of here now. A ladder. It appears to have something to do with the bed. I think that's it. There's a pipe at the other end of the bed. There's nothing up top. There's a blue briefcase on top of the bed. And a dice. It's locked tight. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole.
Okay. This, yes?
Have you done this puzzle before? You only played the iOS version.
I need the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not done. So we can head off back, keep exploring. 5, huh? What does that mean? I guess that's a lever, huh? Maybe if I pull it? Looks like pulling on the lever just makes a weird noise. Great. The light's still red and the display hasn't changed. Damn it! Why the hell isn't this thing opening? small red key. Thanks, Junpei.
Junpei grabbed the key and shoved it into his pocket. He intended to leave immediately, but something stopped him. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror, but he had scarcely recognized himself.
What's up with my face?
His confusion was well justified. His face was drawn and pale, and the dark circles under his eyes made him look as though he was nearly dead.
Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here?
Even as he said it, something in his mind opened, and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled up the stairs and opened the door to apartment 201. Inside was his apartment, a small one-bedroom affair that ran him about $630 a month. He moved into it when he entered college, and so far he'd been there for 3 years and 7 months. He stepped inside and turned on the lights. The fluorescent lights on the ceiling blinked and flickered slowly to life, as if waking from a deep slumber. Their cold light illuminated the landscape he'd come home to so many times before. Everything was as he'd left it. The magazines piled up in the corner, the textbooks collecting dust, the CD cases covering the floor, the jeans and t-shirt he'd worn the day before, then tossed onto the floor. There was one thing that didn't belong, however. There was a breeze. Breaths of cold night air wafted into his apartment, carrying the smells of autumn with them. The white curtain framing his window swayed gently in the wind. Huh, that's weird. Did I leave that open? Junpei walked toward the window, trying to remember if he'd closed it or not before he left. One of the panes was hanging open. He stuck his head out and looked around. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Junpei shrugged. He must have just left it open earlier. He closed the window. Then it happened. Junpei turned and found himself face to mask with a man dressed all in black. The man wore a deep hood and a bulky gas mask. His face was entirely hidden. Junpei tried to scream, but all he could manage was a strangled croak. He tried to step toward the man, but his legs could no longer support his weight. Junpei collapsed to the floor, a crumpled heap of limbs like a discarded puppet. Too late, he noticed the white smoke that was quickly filling his apartment. A small object, shaped distressingly like a grenade, sat on the floor in front of his face, hissing. The white smoke poured out of it at an incredible rate. The smoke had grown so thick that the details of Junpei's apartment began to fade into the white haze. He could feel his mind begin to fade as well, a white haze that was not the smoke creeping into the edges of his vision. Consider this a privilege. You have been chosen. A rasping voice wormed its way out of the gas mask. It was cold and harsh and distorted in some way Junpei couldn't put his finger on. You are going to participate in a game. The nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line. That was the last thing Junpei remembered. The white smoke overpowered him, the masked man faded from his vision, and he felt his consciousness fall away into the white mist.
That's right. That guy with the gas mask. That son of a bitch must have taken me here.
As to who the man was, or might have been, Junpei had no idea. Indeed, he wasn't even sure that his assailant had been a man. The voice had been cold and mechanical, likely passed through a voice changer, and the body had been covered in a thick cloak. Who was the man in the mask? You have been chosen? Junpei remembered that much, but what it might mean, that was beyond him. Junpei had no idea where he was or why he was there. There was only one thing from his memory that seemed important. You are going to participate in a game. The nonary game. It is a game where you will put your life on the line.
A nonary game, huh? What the hell is a nonary game? God damn it!
With a yell, Junpei drove his fist into the mirror.